we're going to talk about how to find the area of a triangle. And I'm going to start off by reminding you about how to find the area of a rectangle. Remember that you're finding the number of squares that it would take to fill the inside of a shape. And the shortcut is that we multiply the base, so how wide it is across the bottom. In this case, it's 4 units. The base times the height. So we do 4 times 2 and get 8. So this would be 8 units squared. Well, with a triangle, notice that the triangle I have here, if I make a little imaginary line, I can turn it into a rectangle, right? And the area of this rectangle is found by doing the base times the height. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4. So the area of this rectangle would be 16, but because it's actually a triangle, I take the area of that rectangle and I cut it in half. So it's kind of like half of a rectangle. So to find the area of the triangle, you would simply do 4 times 4, the base times the height, which is 16, and then you would cut it in half so that the area is actually 8 units squared. That's where the formula for the area of a triangle comes from. You pretend for a minute that it's a rectangle, kind of, and then you just cut it in half. Probably the formula that you're more familiar with is, for a triangle, 1/2 times the base times the height. So you're treating it like a rectangle with this base times height, but then you're going back and you're cutting it in half. So let's look at an example or two. Let's say these are centimeters. So I want to find the area of this triangle. So again, I'm going to do 1/2 times the base times the height. In this case, the base is 3. The height is 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. But then I still need to go back and multiply 1/2 times that base times height. So that's going to be 3 centimeters squared. Let's look at another one. And just like a parallelogram, sometimes they will try to mess with you a little bit. And they will give you an extra side that you don't need to find the area. Okay, this 3 right here, that is the slant height. That is not the actual height of the shape. So we don't want to use that one. We want to focus on the straight, up and down, vertical height. So, and I'm going to assume these are inches here. So if I want to find the area of this triangle, I do so the formula is 1/2 times base times the height. So the base is 4, the height is 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. If I take half of that, that is going to give me 4. So my area is inches squared.